Welcome to RANsquawk's morning briefing for Tuesday the 16th of February 2010, and welcoming back the US listeners from the President's Day holiday yesterday. In terms of the focus of this morning, we have had some key economic data out of the UK. The latest January CPI numbers did come in at 3.5%, which was in line with expectations, but a sharp increase from the previous 2.9%, and has meant that the Governor of Bank of England, Mervyn King, has had to write an open letter to Chancellor Darling, having breached that 3% level. King, though, did say the effects were only temporary, and that he did say the spare capacity in the economy will bring the inflation rate back down in the second half of this year. So pretty much fitting in tandem with the recent quarterly inflation report we had last week. Separately to that as well, we've had the latest ZEW economic survey from Germany. The headline print there quite a bit stronger than expected, coming in just over 45, and they did say they do not see any chance of a double-dip recession in Germany. So relatively upbeat there from the ZEW. In terms of equity performance so far, we're up around 1% in the FTSE, CAC and DAX, and so the major indices all trading higher, being driven by financials predominantly in early trade. That was after Barclays opened up 9% after a much better than expected earnings report pre-market today. However, elsewhere, bond futures have traded higher. Some of the spreads in the peripheral Eurozone have re-widened. The credit default swap in Greece is back up at around the 370 level, so the highest it's been in around like 10 days or so, or since at least last week. Elsewhere, the likes of Portugal and Spain also seeing some minor widening in those spreads. For any US listeners just coming in terms of the situation there, we had the Eco-Finance Minister meeting yesterday where, again, they said that they have an accord that they will support Greece, but they've given them around a 30-day period in order to put in the various procedures, they've said, in reducing their deficit, in terms of cutting spending and hiking various taxes. However, if that should not be enough, then the EU has said that they would need to take additional measures by mid-March. So again, we have seen a bit of pressure there in those spreads, as well as the domestic Greek stock exchange is underperforming somewhat, down around 1%, as well as Greek banks trading lower. In terms of looking ahead then, US economic data, we have the Empire manufacturing report to come, and then elsewhere we'll be looking at the net tick data and the NAHB housing market index number. That's to come later on at 6 o'clock London, so that will be midday Chicago.